Hello everyone. Welcome to Charmed Persons. Glad to be back on this Wednesday evening. I hope that you have had a good week so far. This is episode 3 of The Remains. And if you haven't watched the others, well, still watch now, and you can catch up later. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right on into it with a recap of last week's episode. Our small, quaint community in the Blue Valley campgrounds had quite the wake-up call. One of their own had been slaughtered, and one had been captured in response to a grave mistake made by Theo Saunders. This new group of survivors that had committed these acts, led by a white-haired man, demanded food, ammo, and the person responsible for the death of one of their community. They stated they would be back in a week's time. Reeling from these events, our party, made up of Morgan Donaldson, played by Angie Forshee, the sister of the remorseful killer and the wife of the captee, Zachariah Williams-Gavin, played by Michael... Oh my gosh, I just asked you before the stream. This is embarrassing. Michael, please pronounce your last name for me.
Brigance.
Michael
Burr
Brigance.
like I'm cold. Gance rhymes with pants.
Amazing. See, I don't want to get it wrong, though, so Michael Brigance playing Zachariah Williams-Gavin, the careful physician and the concerned lover. And finally, Jenna Baker, played by Emily Kipp, the loyal friend and the stoic badass. Our party, along with other members of the community, decided to take things into their own hands. Our group was accompanied by Derek Williams-Gavin, Zach's husband, Sean Wynn, a longtime friend and former Marine, Sylvia Fernandez, security for the community and a good friend to Zach, and Theo Saunders, the brother of Morgan Donaldson, and the one at fault with all of this, who knows? All began their trek to an oncoming horde of infected. Their hope? Divert the horde to the settlement that they knew these new people were holed up in, and get Wes Donaldson, their captive friend and husband, free before shit hit the fan. Along the way, our small group of survivors came across Rain and Luke Porter, two former Fireflies from Salt Lake who were looking for a new home. Devastating revelations were discovered about Zach's sister, but overall it was a wholesome interaction. The Porters were directed to Blue Valley, and our party continued on. Shortly after, they came across a small pack of infected and handled them efficiently. For most, this was a run-of-the-mill interaction in this apocalyptic world, but for Morgan, this was a horrific encounter, the likes of which she hadn't experienced in over 2 decades. But the party moved on and eventually made it to The Ridge, an outpost that the Blue Valley community uses to keep an eye on approaching. We left off with them searching the old cabin for supplies. We picked back up with our party reeling and resting from the recent events in The Ridge. Welcome back to Blue Valley. Welcome back to The Remains, Part 3, A Wrench in the Works. So, you all find yourselves in The Ridge, in this old cabin. Obviously some kind of like wealthy cabin that used to be able to be rented out and stuff in this area. You've used it for an outpost for a while now, other than Morgan probably hasn't, but everybody else has probably been there more than once. And you have found the supplies that you have found. You're reeling from the attack earlier. You know that from where you are, the ridge, the horde supposedly should be a couple hours ahead of you and heading in your direction. That is where we begin. Any of you do anything in particular?
Do we have the... No, it's still pretty early in the day at this point, isn't it?
It's like, yeah, it's, well, not, it's like probably, like honestly, like noon, like right about midday.
Too early to start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably wander over because we did a search check, I think, at the end of last
so
session,
you've just kind of like cleared the whole cabin.
Yeah.
Definitely nobody here. You know, sometimes supplies are left just by when people like don't really. Usually these trips are uneventful and stuff, and so supplies are kept here, and you're able to you're able to find a good chunk of alcohol, which is not surprising, and some stuff that you can use as adhesive. And you started the journey with a little bit of supplies as well.
Cool. I would.
Sorry, I apologize.
That's great. I was like, what's happening?
Angie, die. No. Roll for die. No. There was one thing I forgot about the supplies. We didn't search for ammo. So...
I want some.
Ammo is a lot harder to come by. Especially depending on the type that it is. So, for regular handgun ammo, Michael, let's go ahead and have you roll a d4 for me.
Checking to see if I did have a d4. I do. 2.
Find 2 pieces of handgun ammo. That can be divvied out however you want. That's all to find in the entire place.
I'll give those to Jenna.
Okay, cool, great. You find... oh, no, sorry. Jenna, I need you to roll a d4 -1 for me.
I rolled a 2, so 1.
You find 1 rifle ammo.
Okay.
And Morgan... I should have switched Morgan and Zach, but that's fine. Morgan, roll a d4 -2 for me.
3 minus 2 is 1.
You find 1 arrow.
1 arrow?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I like pull up the cushion or like wherever it was that I found it, and I look at it and I'm like, Zach, you want this?
Yeah, please, thank you.
And that on top of the other supplies is what you were able to find. So, Morgan, you had just finished up this search. What do you do?
I take a look around and I go to Jenna, and I'm not being secretive about it at all, but I just look at her and I say, this is where Wes is going to take me for my birthday.
Yeah, it is, right?
No, actually, Wes was going to take her to the park entrance.
Oh.
No, not this one, but something kind of similar, I guess.
I don't know what he thinks I'm gonna enjoy this.
Well, I mean, it's like, think about how much we just went through to get here, right? But he wanted to take you like a little bit further than this even, and I was just like, that doesn't seem like a gift. But you know, he had an idea, and it was, you know, he had it. It was his idea, so.
All right. And I'll.
But I told you know I told him I didn't think it was a good idea.
Well, you probably, you know, you can't knock any sense into him anyway, so why try, right?
Yeah, he just asked if I'd watch the kids, and I said I would, but you know.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'll walk to another room, and is there a good view? Is there like at least something that like...
Yeah, there's a view overlooking a major trail that makes its way back towards Blue Valley. That's the reason why this ridge is taken, and so you kind of find that side of the cabin that has a nice... It's kind of like... The cabin clearly was made to have like a reading nook set in this area with like a little wall of windows.
Are there any books?
There's some lying around. Most of them have already been taken. Anything that's lying around is either like heavily damaged or like of very little interest.
Okay.
But well, that's what was found left in the cabin. There's probably a selection of books just like that maybe have started here, maybe didn't, but like just that people have at the outpost.
Yeah, if I could go wherever those are and do a search check or something for a title to bring.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll a search check for me. I would say in this little nook here.
With my blood dice!
With your
I'm
blood
still being
dash.
just a little bit too clingy to Morgan, just kind of lingering, following her around.
In the search check, can I also, if I get a high enough roll, can I see if I notice that?
Sure.
Oh no, I got a 6. It's starting already.
You definitely don't really notice Jenna following you around, but as far as the books go, you find a couple smut novels.
Yeah.
And you also find a series of like a series of like this military spy character novels. And then a couple of books just like from the area, like nature facts and like
Oh, like guidebooks or something.
kind of stuff like that. Yeah, but maybe a little bit more detailed.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it.
Cool. I'll tuck the other 2 away, but I'm gonna settle into this reading nook with a little smut for sure.
Yeah, for sure. As you do that, Sean kind of goes over to the main radio that's kind of set not too far from that. He takes out the receiver and he says, "BVHQ, this is the Ridge. Copy." And over the voice, over the receiver, you hear the voice of Vicky come back. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. How you guys doing? Glad to hear your voice. Tompkins says, "Yeah, we made it to the Ridge just fine. Before I forget, a couple name of porters. They're making their way. We sent them. They're good people. So be expecting them." All right. Well, yeah, we'll keep a lookout. Don't worry. Everybody okay? Everybody's doing all right? Is everybody okay? Yeah. Everyone's doing just fine. Everything going okay back at home? You're all hearing this. Oh, she says. Yeah, nothing really to report. Everything's been just fucking boring. Any sign of infected? Yeah, we ran into a small pack. Took care of them. Getting pretty close to the horde. Won't be able to check in for a couple days, so just keep on the lookout. Says, "Oh yeah, you do the same. Well, be careful out there." Yeah, heard. Over. He clicks the receiver, puts it down.
Are there any like maps of the surrounding area?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think I would like to take one of them.
Okay.
And sort of pinpoint where we are. And if I could, I want to go up to Theo and ask if he at all remembers where the store was in relation. Like, if we could map that out.
Yeah, for sure. The two of you look, and he kind of describes the location that's, like, is on horseback, like, almost 2 days away from your current location, and it crosses a major highway, and then from the map that you have, what looks to be like, basically an exit off the highway that is like usually like gas, and you know what I mean, like just like a small little like thing that's just there for being off the highway. What looks like to be that on the map, he says that's where the superstore is. He says it's not a bunch of gas stations and stuff. He says it's the superstore that's off the highway.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, that's
Probably need to get a firm decision on how exactly we're going to be leading this horde.
Yeah, that's a good point. Derek says, kind of comes up and says, we should be able to maybe see them from here. If we... I mean, that's what they've been spotting them from here, right?
I think they should be close enough, yeah.
Okay. He kind of like goes over to where you are, Morgan. And he says, are you using those by any chance? And you look next to you and you see a pair of binoculars down by where you're sitting.
Oh, no. I'll pick them up and hand them to him.
Thanks. He looks out and he's kind of looking around. Yeah, I think I see him, but I don't know. This is weird. I don't know. Is it weird? Like, can a horde just like do hordes ever just like stop?
I want to take the binoculars out of his hand if I'm nearby and look.
Yeah,
I move away, like they're right there, and they're gonna like pop through the window. I like shut the book, like hide it, and like walk away from the window.
I would say. Actually, well, we'll get back to that. Jenna, you look through the binoculars, and he kind of guides you to where he's looking. The ridge overlooks pretty much Blue Valley itself, and on one side of the valley is the Blue Valley campgrounds, and you can kind of see like what must be like tree formations that look familiar. You can't even see any buildings or anything, but you do see like the direction of Blue Valley campgrounds. And then on the very other side of the valley, it's huge, it's miles long. And on the very other side of the valley is kind of just like this huge dip that goes into a mountain pass between these two mountains. And you know from actually, you would know from being a security person, and so would Zach. There's a logbook where all of this stuff is kept and where people sign in when they're here at the outposts. And down below you is that logbook if you wanted to take a look at it. And from the reports and from the logbook, it mentions seeing the horde coming in from over that mountain pass and making their way. There are patches where they would have lost sight of them, and then they would come by another clearing, even if it be tiny bits, where they would see other, glimpses of them so that they could report that they were moving this way. And in one of these, they see, you see, one of these small little clearings where the horde would be making their way through to get closer to you. And it's pretty far away, even with binoculars. Because it's like a couple hours of riding on horseback, so it's pretty far away. And you see what looks like a bunch of figures, but they're motionless. They're like not moving.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that is what they're doing. I'll just like instinctively kind of hand the binoculars to the next person. If it's Zach, it's Zach.
Sean takes a look. Okay, sorry, no, go ahead, Zach.
Oh no, I think if Sean was.
Yeah, Sean grabs a look, but then Sean passes him to Zach.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean,
I've never really heard of something like this.
They're only ever really still if they're, either up against the wall or, I don't know. I've never. They're really jittery.
Yeah, every time I've seen a group, they, kind of wander in their own paths. They have a trench in the ground that they walk over and over again. They definitely don't stay still normally.
That's pretty fucking creepy, y'all.
And it's not so cold that they would, like, freeze or anything.
It's definitely not cold enough. Not yet. I don't even know if it can get that cold out here.
Are there any, like, noticeable, like, barriers or landmarks or anything where they're stopped that I would remember from being out and about?
Not from... As a matter of fact, you would know that there's not a lot other than just forest from between where you are to them. From what you know.
I can't think of anything that they would be stopped for, or that would be stopping them out there. What do we do about that, y'all? I mean, I guess we don't have to worry about them.
Well, we gotta go figure out why they're stopped. I mean, we still gotta. I mean, nothing's changed, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Unfortunately, we kind of have to get them moving, which is a
Yeah.
weird problem.
Should be easy enough, right?
I mean,
I mean, usually.
All I know is that this is weird, and we need to be careful.
Do you, I think as long as we're here, we should have somebody keeping watch on them to see if anything changes.
I can do it.
And I think maybe we should take these with us. Hold up the binoculars. All right, point to the binoculars.
Well, for now, I think that that's fine, but we will need to bring him back to the ridge at some point.
Yeah, of course. But we're rescuing Wes right now. I think this is a little bit of a different situation.
I understand. As everybody kind of like filters off and starts doing their own thing, Derek is right there next to you, Zach. And as you're looking through the binoculars, he's looking through the logbook, and he says, "Hey, babe, do you see a cabin? Like an old cabin in the binoculars? It should be like just I don't know, like I like a couple miles into the forest apparently."
I'll look.
Roll a search check.
All right. Do I get advantage because I got a cute husband? That's
Yes, and
telling me
because
where to...
I mean, and yes, he is pointing out the direction, so I will say
Not
you get
just
advantage.
because I have a cute husband, but because he's providing me
He's
with...
providing the
cute
help action.
husband.
Yeah.
I'm like really inspired by
Alright.
this marriage.
I have marriage inspiration.
I mean, hey, I'll need. And well, second one was a nat 1, so
Ooh,
13.
13. He's pointing it out to you, so easily enough you're able to see what looks like an overgrown, old, very small cabin that's like a couple miles into the forest between you and where the horde is stopped. It's closer to you than the horde. And Derek just kind of like reads out, and he says, Donna was here. You know, he's talking about Donna Cray, who's one of the security people. He says, Donna's here. She said that she saw this cabin, an old hunting cabin out there, and she wanted to go clear it out for supplies. Probably had something on it. Looks untouched, she said, but that was right before we called them back home so that we could come out. So, I don't know.
So you're saying we should go investigate a cabin in the woods?
I'm saying that although every horror movie ever starts that way, we can still maybe get something good from it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
We can run it by the others and see what everyone thinks.
Okay. So, after a moment or two of you guys kind of collecting yourselves, Sean kind of gathers everybody up. He says, all right, y'all, so we need to be getting a move on. This was supposed to just be a momentary rest, collect ourselves. So, we're heading to the horde, as far as I know, right?
Yeah.
Right. Let's get a move on then. And he makes his way outside to where the horses are posted up. And I'm assuming the rest of you follow.
Yeah.
Are we making are we doing the cabin before, or are we doing the cabin?
What cabin?
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought we were gonna. Sorry, things have been weird. Derek and I noticed a cabin that was in the woods that apparently was spotted for supplies, and it just never got.
Is it
searched.
on the way?
Did it look like it was on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the way.
All right. Well, yeah. I think that doesn't hurt. Zach, are you alright to clear that out?
Yeah.
Like, is that a okay to, I mean, with Jenna?
It's like,
Uh,
yeah, I might want to take,
Yeah, no, I was just,
Jenna. Or...
yeah, I figure, I guess we could all go, but we don't all have to. And you see, Morgan, you see that Sean is kind of like looking like towards you and Theo, not in like a you guys can't like he doesn't want you to do anything kind of a way, more so in like a you can totally say that you don't want to do something if that's okay, like if you don't want to, you know what I mean? It's more so like he's offering it up there.
Yeah.
In assuming that you will take it, but he's not making. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
The vibe
Yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
picking up on. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just whoever wants to clear it out. I mean.
yeah, I mean, I'll go, but Sean, will you stay with whoever stays behind?
Oh.
Just in case. Somebody should.
Right. Yeah. Sylvia, I think. If anybody stays behind, I think Sylvia can. And she kind of looks at him and looks. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just gonna put that out there. I do not want to go to this cabin. Yeah, I do not want to go to this cabin.
I mean, I think you should stay. I think it would be safer.
I think it would be safer for everybody.
All right.
But what if
Well,
there's supplies in there?
we can. Oh, you don't think anybody should go?
Oh no, I think it would just be safer for everybody if I didn't go.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, no. You would be a great help.
Oh, stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be patronizing.
No, you're not. I know why I'm here, and I'll do what I need to do. But if I can just be out of anybody's way who is better at this than I am, I will
All right.
gladly
Well,
take my book over here. And
no, I think you should just keep your distance. We should all still make our way, but you and Sylvia and Theo can kind of just. And Theo's like,
Okay.
Yeah, sure. And like doesn't really speak up, and he says, yeah, you and Sylvia and Theo can just kind of, just stay a few hundred yards back and wait for us to be done.
Theo.
All right. Well, let's get a move on then, huh? And he's like he's feeling really awkward, and so he gets on his horse, and you all start heading your way.
As we walk out,
yeah.
I look at Sean, and I look at Jenna, and I just go, and I walk away.
All right, and as that happens, Derek is kind of riding up next to you, Zach, and he says, "So, I'd like to go in."
To the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you? Are you?
Well,
Are you doing okay?
you don't think that? I just kind of screwed up last time, so.
Screwed up. You barely even had a chance to do anything.
Well, exactly, but isn't that kind of the point? Like, it's supposed to be like super fast, right? And yeah, I don't know.
Well, luckily for you, I'm rolling a pretty good average on infected killing, and I'm not really keen on staying that far away from you. So, at least you got that.
Yeah, I can always count on you. That's true.
See how good I was with that bow, and still.
I mean, it was nuts. It was like a little. Yes, you're really good, and it's
Should I
hot,
consider
and
changing?
it's-
Oh,
Well, what? I'm not gonna say it's not like. Whatever. Anyway.
okay,
Yeah.
noted.
So, okay. Shut up. And he's like blushing and he rides forward. Theo kind of comes up next to you, Morgan, as you guys are riding. And he says, how you doing?
Well, I think the highlight of this trip is that I found 3 books. 1 is really good.
All right.
2 I haven't even looked at yet.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Well, I don't know. That was scary back there.
Infected?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not done that.
Yeah, me neither. Even when I went out with Chris, we were kind of able to, just avoid them, so it never really became a thing.
Here did who make you do this? And I'll look around, keep my voice down, try to be discreet.
What do you mean?
Back at Blue Valley, people were saying that Chris said that it was you who roped him into it, and you said it was him that roped you into it. Now, I've known you your whole life, and I trust you, but I don't know, you went away there for a little bit. And, people do a lot of things when they go away.
Well, I suppose yes and no. I'm an adult, Morgan, and I screwed up, and I allowed someone to take advantage of me, and that doesn't change the fact that I was taken advantage of. No, that is true, but I don't know, I didn't help things.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. So we'll just keep moving forward. Try to get you out of this mess, and maybe next time you won't be such an idiot.
Do you think forgiving me is ever on the table?
Well, let's see if we can make it home first. And let's see if we can get Wes.
Yeah.
It's not off the table.
I shouldn't even be asking, I'm sorry. Well, let's go cower.
Okay, but look at this book. This woman, she wants him so bad. These descriptions.
Oh, let me see.
Terrible.
Oh my god.
Terrible. He's quivering what now?
What?
That.
Two of you start bonding over this smut book, completely forgetting about the seriousness of the situation as you continue forward, and eventually you come across a small abandoned cabin in the middle of the woods. It's kind of, it's definitely old. It's definitely run down. You can tell that it has been untouched for years. And there's a big sign in the front yard, wooden sign with red lettering all over it that says trespassers will be shot. That's kind of overgrown in vines. There's a big, large barbed wire fence. And then there is a cabin right there in the middle. Sylvia and Theo and Morgan stay a few hundred yards back. Sylvia, by the way, Morgan seems very annoyed by this.
I absolutely am doing my very best to try not to placate her and be like, so house thing. Like, trying really, really desperately hard to just.
Yeah, she's just like, like one word answers, like, yeah.
Morgan, do you have a gun?
I do. I have a
Okay.
handgun and I have a hunting knife, which I
Okay.
assume that I probably borrowed from like one of Wes's old guns or something.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you continue to walk, I want those who are going, so that would be Derek, Sean, Zach, and Jenna, to roll search checks for me first.
You said we're about 100 feet away.
I like 200 yards away. Like
Oh,
almost
200.
Yeah, unless you want to get closer, you can get closer if you want. But that's
No, I just want to keep like I want to like.
Yeah.
I'll,
you have the binoculars, so like you.
Yeah,
can
I was
see
gonna
what
say I'll
they're
leave the
doing.
binoculars with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
What do we get on our search check?
Natural 20.
Oh,
Thank God I got an 8.
For a total of 26.
Whoa.
Okay, well, with a nat 20, Zach, as everyone is kind of making their way, you're tuning in to your senses. You immediately resort back to, probably the longest time frame in your life. Not actually in length, but in what it felt like to get from Oklahoma City to Blue Valley. And as you start to walk forward, you hear the crunch of the leaves underneath your boots. You hear the breathing of your husband next to you. You feel your heartbeat in your throat, and you hear in a slight coming from inside the cabin. From even with a nat 20 from this distance, because you hear this far enough away that like there's no chance that they've noticed you. There's like you hear it from inside the building. So even with a nat 20, you don't know exactly how many, but you know for sure that there are infected inside this building.
And at least I heard clicking.
You heard clicking, and you know at least one clicker and at least one runner at the very minimum.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna slowly but kind of firmly put my hand just like on over Derek's chest and stop.
What's going on?
And then we have signals for stuff. We've done those in the past.
For sure.
I'll signal to the group that there's a group of infected, but specifically like clickers.
Yeah.
Inside.
You like mime snapping as like the signal for clickers, and Jenna, you immediately know what Zach is saying. Sean immediately knows what you're saying. Morgan, you're looking through the binoculars, and you don't know the hand signals for the guards, but you see Zach like snapping at the rest of the group, like quickly and over again.
I'm gonna like take the binoculars and like shove them to Sylvia and be like, "What are they doing? What are they doing?"
She sees what's going on. There's infected in the building. Yeah, clickers. That's what that means.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm gonna signal to everyone else that we should bail.
I don't know.
Oh.
Sean looks at you and shakes his head no. Derek looks at you, Zach, and is like,
I'm kind of with Jenna. We can, if there's stuff that we need, I think it'd be better if we maybe hit this on our way back from the store. If, assuming that goes well. But,
we got bigger fish to fry right now.
We don't know that we need something of that kind.
Let's say Zach roll a convince check with advantage from Jenna.
Slightly better.
Oh heck.
14.
14. Not enough. He looks at you and he says, he looks at the two of you and he says, "Oh no, this is what we do." And he starts crouching and making his way towards the building.
All right. I'll get my bow and knock an arrow in it.
Oh shit.
All right, yeah, I mean, I'll get my
I mean, you guys don't have to go if you don't want to.
No, I mean, if he's going, I'm gonna.
I'm not letting Sean go by himself.
All right.
Yeah, that's a death sentence.
Okay, so everybody, including Derek and Sean, make sneak checks for me. And I'm gonna say with Zach's nat 20, you have advantage on this.
Thank you.
Morgan is just like looking to Sylvia, looking out the binoculars, like, what? Tell me, what? Keep me updated. Let me see.
Sylvia is giving you a play-by-play. Like right now, she's like, looks like they're talking. Maybe they're coming back. Oh no, Sean's moving.
back?
No, Sean's moving.
Oh.
No, they're all moving. They're all moving.
Oh god.
I got a modified 20.
Okay, what'd you get, Zach?
Okay, 16.
Sean got a 16 as well. Derek got a natural 20. So
sneaky.
that's a pretty good average. So you all make it up to the cabin without making any.
Okay.
Sean checks the doorknob. It is unlocked. He looks at a window to his left of the door, and he looks at you, Jenna, and he nods to that.
Yep, I'll go around.
Go around. You look in the window. You see a bearskin rug that's ripped to pieces with a broken, looks like coffee table on top of it. Across from that, a bench that looks old and broken down. Where you are, you see two runners that are like currently just kind of like circling and walking in this area. He looks at the window to the right of the door and looks at you, Zach, and nods over to it.
I'll go to the window on the right.
Go to the window on the right, and you see what looks like an old table with some broken chairs, or really downtrodden chairs around it, and kind of a hallway area, and like roaming back and forth in that hallway, you see a clicker.
I'll signal that the clicker is specifically here. Also, is there anything around me, like a rock or something that, like, with something that has like weight to it that I could use potentially as a? I'm trying to find my glass bottle. Yeah, I'm trying to use my glass bottle, my brick.
100%, you can find a rock that does that. I'm going to bring you guys over here to this map so you can see what you're looking at.
I'm afraid.
On the map.
If you can, please put your character token on the screen here. No, you can't see anything, but I will move them. I don't see anybody's yet. Okay, there we go. I see Zach.
Okay.
And then Jenna.
I didn't put Jenna out. Where's Jenna? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Dodoy.
Dodoy, son. Okay, so you see... Oh, Morgan, go ahead and put yours on just so that you can see what they see.
Oh my god, okay.
Unless, can you see that anyway, Angie, without your token being on it?
I can see the bearskin rug, the broken table.
Okay, cool, yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
So, so you don't need to put your token out there. So that's what you guys see, and that's relatively where you are. Steven, I don't have a token for him. I, for some reason, didn't put that. Steven, and his name's Sean. He's at the front door. And so you see the, you see one runner here.
Oh, man.
One runner there.
Nasty.
And you see the clicker walking back and forth here.
Ew.
And then I am going to, because the stream can't see this, and I want the stream to be able to see it. Hold on just a second, guys. Here's a story. I don't know why I all of a sudden came up with that. Okay.
We're very similar to the Brady Bunch. We give off very similar.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want the stream to be able to see that. Great. Here you go, stream. Fantastic. This is what you see. Everybody's caught up. What do y'all do?
I'll turn to Derek while still having like an eye on the clicker, and quietly but firmly just be like, remember, they move towards you, you move back. Always keep an equal, or if you can, gain distance on them. You cannot let them get anywhere near you.
Steven begins to Steven.
Who's
God.
Steven?
Why do I keep calling him Steven? I don't know why I do that. I wonder if I can just drag him out. No, I can't. Actually, hold on just a second. I know what I can.
You just wanted us to look at him again.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
He's a handsome boy, is he not?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Apologies. Give me just a second. Taking forever. Here we go. There we go. Here's our boy Sean. So Sean takes a step in. And we're gonna say these runners here are currently facing away from both of you. This clicker is starting to make his way away. Sean has stepped in to about here. Does anybody else do anything?
Jen, I've talked too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You can move your token. What you want to do?
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stay right behind him.
Okay. Zach?
The doorway is
Right here.
Yeah. Possible. I just want to sneak to be about here, still on the outside.
Okay.
And I know we're not in initiative.
Yeah.
But if possible, could I just like have my back up against sort of the entrance to the door, using cover?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
To add 3 to my AC, and then I'm just going to not release it, but just have my arrow trained on the clicker.
Okay, great. Derek is going to mirror you and just be on the opposite side of the door, but still on the outside. And this runner steps, kind of like falls over this broken bench and goes there. This runner starts to make his way here. Sean looks at you, Jenna. He looks to that runner to the left, and he makes his way to the runner to the right.
All right. I'm gonna try to stab it in the back of the head.
All right, so is he. Roll for an attack.
I'm so scared.
Why is this scarier than any session of Last of Us I've ever actually played?
14.
14 does hit. It's going to do half damage. This is just going to get its attention, basically. Sean is going to roll his. Sean misses his.
Oh, shit.
No!
So
Runners
roll your
assemble.
damage first.
I did 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Fantastic.
Wait, what halved to 4?
Half to 4. Great. You both come up and step to the creatures. Sean, you're like kind of looking at Sean, and he completely like misjudges how the creature is going to stand up from like kind of falling over and stumbling, and whiffs right in front of him, and you're kind of like thrown off by that, and you stab into the shoulder of the infected instead of like right into the jugular, and it just screams, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh, mama.
I'm coming to
Oh wait,
help.
no, we don't roll initiative. Sorry, that's not what happens.
Oh, that's right. We just choose.
So we will start with the infected because they now have the jump on you. So you know what? Let's just get right into it. This infected is going to attack Jenna.
No!
Oh, I want a natural 20 so bad. That is a 11 to hit you, which I think
That misses.
so it swings at you, and you kind of back up out of the way. Okay, it's one of your turns. Or you can let one of the NPCs go.
I'll just go right back at this guy.
Okay, yeah. You just go with your knife.
Yeah.
Roll for attack.
A 15.
15 does bad idea. 15 hits, but does half damage.
I'm gonna use one of my my bonus action fight dirty. To kind of my shift key on my computer doesn't work and it's really maddening. Anyway, to give myself advantage.
Okay, yeah, roll with advantage.
Oh my god, I literally got one better. I got a 16.
Okay, 16 is what's gonna do full damage. So
okay.
using your fight dirty, you just lift up your foot and kick it right into the chest of this infected who jumps back.
9 points of damage.
Hits the stone on the fireplace, and you just take your knife and right through the cranium. It falls to the ground dead. This next infected is going to attack Sean. That is a 16, which definitely does hit.
I'm sorry, can I use some movement just to walk toward the one by Sean so that it's not so focused on him?
For sure. Of course you can. It does 5 points of damage to Sean, though. As he gets a big punch, scrape right to the gut. Unless you want to go, Zach, Sean's going to go in retaliation.
I would like to go ahead because I've been waiting until
for sure
sound to so I guess I'll lean out a little bit, and I guess it would I guess I'm no longer hiding.
Well, no, you're hiding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
they're the ones that are
right.
Yeah.
But would I still be hiding if I used my Know Thy Enemy as my bonus action?
No. Yes. I mean, yes, you would. That does not affect your hiding.
Oh, okay, great. Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bonus action, Know Thy Enemy.
Okay.
And just aim for this clicker with my bow and arrow.
Okay, right. Go ahead. It takes a couple steps forward. You notch your arrow.
21.
21. 21 is not a headshot, but it is going to do regular damage.
Okay, cool.
So you take out your arrow, you release it, flying through the air. You know that the clickers kind of, you using your Know Thy Enemy, you know that they kind of have these hunches, these limps to them. You wait for when the clicker's moving down, but you do just miss just enough to where it like hits the bottom of the chin and then hits into the chest of the creature. Doing how much damage?
13.
13 points of damage. It is still standing. The clicker is still standing, but hurt bad. One more arrow like that, and it is going down. Speaking of, it is now the clicker's turn.
We haven't taken a long rest since that first fight, right?
You have not. No, you've only taken a short
Okay,
rest.
cool.
And also, just as a reminder, hit points are not regained during a long rest. Yeah, you can only regain hit points from healing.
Okay. But that does mean I am down to 3 uses of Know Thy Enemy.
Gotcha.
I used it once in the last one.
Yeah, but your abilities do come back after a long rest. Yeah.
Yes. But for this specific one, I'm down to 3.
Exactly. This clicker is just going to it used its movement, and then is going to use its. It's just gonna dash right up to Sean. I'm not going to be able to do much, but it is going to dash right up to him. That is the end of the clicker's turn. It's now Derek's turn. Derek is just going to take out his handgun and shoot at the clicker, making its way to Sean. That is a 12, which is going to do half damage. But it does hit.
He still hit something. He's still doing it.
Yeah, 12 is just what you need. He does 2 points of damage for a total of 15, and the clicker is still standing at 15. And so it kind of just fires into the meat of its back, and the creature screeches and moves its way forward. That is the end of Derek's turn. Bursting out of the room in the back of the hallway, you see another runner sprinting forward.
It's fine.
It is a runner, and so it is going to use its movement. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Its movement to go there, and then because it is a runner, it uses its bonus action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 25. And it's going to run right up here to where it just heard this gunshot.
Shit.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. That is a 10, which is going to miss Derek. He swings at the out the doorway, coming right towards Derek. Derek backs up, and it hits wood only. That is the end of Derek's turn. We are now back to the top of your party. You can go in any order that you want.
Can I please go first to kill this
you spoke it. You spoke it into existence.
Derek, with my hunting knife.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna. You guys are outside, but for the sake of the stream and for the sake of ease, I'm gonna bring you right there.
Cool.
Just so that we have a little bit more eyesight on you.
Am I flanking this individual?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
Be able to get advantage.
Yeah. So you move up on him.
Yep. Really bad. Much better. 16.
16 hits and is going to do regular damage.
Great. 5
points of damage. Yeah, so you take the hunting knife, stab it right through the collarbone and into the meat of the abdomen of the creature. It screams in pain, but it is still standing.
Cool.
It is going to go now and is going to swing back towards you. Oh wait, no, sorry. They haven't had all of their people go yet. It is now.
I don't like that.
My least favorite.
Another runner bursts out of the room. 5, 10, 15. And then is going to bonus action dash to run up here to Sean.
Oh heck no!
That is.
He's got the plus sign of medicine above him.
That is a 12. Which what is your AC, Jenna?
I know this. 14.
14. Okay, yeah. So that misses him.
Did Sean go last round? Am I crazy?
He went.
Okay.
Yeah.
He missed.
He missed.
When you all
okay.
Did your little sneaky.
Okay, so that is the end of that runner's turn. It is now Derek, Jenna, or Sean's turn. Jenna, do you in particular want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just try to go for this one right in front of me.
Oh, this girl's dead. I forgot about her. She's dead.
She did.
19
19.
is going to hit and do regular damage.
Alright.
Oh heck.
That's gonna be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. You stab the abdomen right into, like, under the armpit and into the torso of this creature, and it screams in pain, but it is still standing. It is going to take a swing at you. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
It does 3 points of damage to you as it punches you. It is now Sean's turn, as he is going to get the runner directly in front of him. Clicker, though. Yeah, he knows what he's... Well...
Clickers was already hit twice.
The clicker was already hit twice. He's going to go for the clicker. With a natural 1, he's not going to hit anybody.
Damn it, Sean.
Sean is really fucking up here.
He's the reason why we're fucking in here.
Listen, I'm sorry. Now the last infected is going to get its turn as stumbling out of this room.
Oh my god. No!
Another clicker. Steps forward. It is then going to make its way up here, right between Derek and Zach, and end its turn there. Morgan, yes.
Was that another full round?
That was the full infected. The Derek still has one more turn.
Okay, after Derek goes, I would like to do something.
Derek is going to attempt to. He's going to attempt to get the runner first, who's already been natural roll. A 20 for Derek.
That's my man.
Yes, I wish I had a natural 20 husband. What?
And then with a natural 20, he takes out his knife and just slits the throat so deep that it almost decapitates this runner. As blood splats to the side, he kind of looks at you and smiles, and then you both hear coming right at you. That is the end of Derek's turn. Morgan.
At the gunshot, I would have liked to think that Sylvia froze in her portrayal of what was going on.
Oh, for sure.
Itching to go, and if Morgan would have said, "We'll be fine."
Yeah.
And if she wants to be added to the turn order, Theo and I can stand together outside of this cabin.
Sylvia looks at you and she kind of just shakes her head. And she's like, "There's nothing I can do at this point." You guys are 200 yards away. That's 600 feet. It would take her a long time to get there. Yeah.
Fair.
So
if she can, if she wants to help, she can do what she wants.
And noted, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is now all of the infected have gone. So the clicker who is right in front of Derek and Zach, which one are they gonna go for? You know what? Let's roll.
Well, who has the higher AC? I don't know if Derek.
This is what I'm gonna say. Michael, I need you to roll a d20.
8.
Evens is Zach. I said evens is Zach. So Zach is gonna get attacked by this clicker.
Cool.
That is a 9 to hit. That is not gonna hit you. The clicker swings at you, trying to grapple you. You're able to dodge out of the way. It's now that all 4 of you have gone again. So anybody can go who wants to. Okay, I don't hear anything. Derek's going. Derek jumps forward. Puts a gun to the clicker's head, and shoots. Actually, you know what? Derek's even going to move right here to get advantage on this. Derek's learning from Zach's instructions. He gets a 13 to hit, which is going to hit and do half damage. That is 4 points of damage to this clicker as the bullet just kind of bounces off the hardened fungus of the head. That's the end of Derek's turn. Now it's one of yours turn. Zach, go.
Me. Are we doing attacks of opportunity rules?
You are doing attacks of opportunity.
All right.
But you can use oh, I did not put this on your sheets, and I meant to. You can use all of you can use one of your bonus actions can be dodge, which is just like get out of the way of a melee of somebody, but that does mean you won't be able to use your other bonus actions. But you can use bonus action to dodge, and you can add that to your character sheet.
We're all rogues.
Cool. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Fuck, but I don't want to.
Because dodging's a pretty main mechanic.
Actually, okay, yeah. I'll use that.
Okay.
To disengage. I want to kind of move. I'll just back up a little bit.
Okay.
And it's facing me, right? Because it was attacking me last time.
It is facing you. Yeah.
I'm like goading it. I'm trying to like draw distance but keep it coming towards me and not rear back on Derek.
Okay. Roll a convince check.
Yeah, that's a natural 19 on the die.
Yeah.
For it.
Easily enough. It is heading right towards you.
Awesome. So I'm gonna back up as far as I can and make a shot with my bow and arrow.
Do it.
I think it's probably do. Actually, I don't know if this is gonna do anything. 14.
14 is going to hit and do half damage.
Half. Okay. Okay.
And this is also going to snap your arrow.
Cool.
Yeah. So did the first one.
Yeah. I already. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
8 half to 4.
8 half to 4. Okay. Yeah. Sticks right into the abdomen of the creature. Kind of breaks off, but I mean you're doing damage. It's still standing though. The clicker who is attacking Sean is going to go. That is a 11, which is going to miss Sean. So Sean kind of ducks out of the way. Sean is then going to take out his knife and swing it at the clicker. And with a 13, he's going to hit but do half damage. But that's max damage, 10 damage, which is half to 5, which is just enough so the clicker behind Sean is killed.
Thank goodness.
All right, so Jenna, you are up.
I really want to take care of this one right in front of me. It's
Okay.
really bothering me that it's taking me this long. 17 to hit.
17 is going to hit and do regular damage.
Okay, good. Oh, and max damage, so 10 points of damage.
You take out your knife yet again, just like flip it into reverse grip, stab it right into the temple of this runner, and it falls down dead.
Great.
This infected is going to see that happen and is going to run up and try to attack you.
Oh, can I have used my bonus action to cover?
There's nothing to get cover behind.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah,
yep.
You do need to cover behind something. So it is it's a 17 on the die, but that is definitely going to hit you. It does 3 points of bludgeoning damage to you as it punches you yet again. That is the end of that infected's turn, and I think we are back at the top of the turn order for your group, so whoever wants to go. Anybody?
I'll go. No, go ahead.
Okay.
This is a weird system, I know.
I like it.
I like rewarding initiative, like real life initiative, though. If you have an idea,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll take another shot with my bow.
All right, do it.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Roll again for me, Michael.
4.
You're lucky. So you don't hit Derek instead. Okay. I only would have done it if it was another natural 1. Okay, so yeah, you missed. The arrow goes wide. That is an arrow that you will be able to get back, though.
Okay.
So it's only if it hits them, but doesn't headshot them.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Cool. And then so I'm still backing up, getting its.
Oh yeah, it's turn and it's coming right at you.
Great. So I'm using again my full movement to keep going back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to do alert. So I'm gonna add 2 to my AC.
Okay, perfect. You add 2 to your AC. It gets right up on you, and it gets a 3 on the die, so it misses. You back up, and he swings at you, trying to grapple you. Yeah, you know what? It's me versus you. Get over it. No, just kidding. And the clicker is not able to get at you. Derek comes right to the doorway, kind of lines up his hands, going to shoot his handgun. That is a 14, which is going to hit but do half damage, but it's still going to hit. And that is max damage, 10 points of damage, half to 5. This clicker is looking hurt, but is still standing. It is now the runner in front of Jenna. Gonna attack you again. That is a 14 on the die for a total of 16.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And then that is 4 points of damage to you.
Okay, can I just attack right back?
Uh-huh. Where are you at, Jenna?
5.
Okay.
22 to hit.
You headshot, quote unquote, this creature by taking out your knife and stabbing it right into the brain of this creature, pulling it out. It is now the end of you have destroyed it. So that leaves only one infected left, who is going to attack Zach yet again. That is a 15 to hit, but that misses, I think, with your...
No.
Oh, it hits?
Because with with the +2, it becomes 14.
Okay, well, it's not a 19 or 20, so...
That's true.
This
That's
is...
very true.
I rolled almost as low as I could, 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
2 points of damage to you as the clicker just kind of barely swipes at you. The last person to go was Sean. Sean's going to run out and shoot with his handgun. Of course. Sean gets a 19 to hit, which is going to do regular damage.
Finally.
And with that, the person who did horribly, but somehow is like at fault for this, and yet still is the one who kills both clickers. As the clicker's like shambling towards you, its fungal head explodes, and Sean is standing there at the doorway, handgun. Everything kind of goes silent.
Everyone okay?
Not really.
Oh, God.
Sean, are you happy?
Oh,
None
Jenna,
of us wanted to do this.
listen, I'm sorry. How could I have known that this was going to happen, all right?
You couldn't have, but you could have listened to the rest of us. We're a group.
Hey, there's still stuff that we can find here. It could be... Jenna, I'm sorry you got hurt.
We're wasting time arguing. Let's just search and move on.
Derek waves back to Sylvia and Morgan and Theo, and you all make your way up.
I'm like sprinting.
Can I go? I want to go over to Zach and say.
I was gonna say I was gonna come. Oh,
ideally, before Morgan gets here.
Jenna, sit down. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna use one of my med kits because I have 2 at the moment, and I'm just gonna do full on 7 points.
All right. So, Jenna or Morgan, you do walk up and see that Jenna is currently being like bandaged, and it has like a bruise and a couple scrape marks on her. But everybody is alive and well.
I see Jenna, and then I see like the carcasses on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any more? Is it safe?
I think Sean was going to check the rest of the.
It's safe.
They all kind of sprinted out after the first.
Hell.
We didn't. I didn't think that it'd be so. Sorry.
Sean,
cabinet.
it happened. We have other things we need to be doing. Okay, it's fine.
Right. Okay. So who would like, because Zach rolled it for the ridge, so he can't roll it again. Not yet. So Morgan, Jenna, who wants to roll a search check?
I have a +3. What do you have?
I have a +4, but you just did a lot of work. I feel like you should get the glory, unless you're
Alright.
gonna
I'll
sit
use-
and be bandaged.
No, I'll get bandaged and then I'm kind of feeling a little pissy, so I'm gonna walk it off, and as I'm walking it off around the cabin, do a search.
Okay. Roll a search check.
14.
14. Okay, so that's going to be 2d4. So you get the first one. Go ahead and roll a d4 minus. So that's 3, and then roll another d4 for me.
3.
3. So you got 3 sharp objects, I think. Is sharp objects the third one down?
Sharp objects on mine is the first one.
Okay, what's the third one?
Rags.
Rags.
Rags, thank you. So you got 3 rags.
3 rags.
Ooh.
Stunning. I'll give them all to. Yeah, I'll give them all to Zach.
Okay. And then who wants to roll the second d4?
I'll do it.
All right, d4 minus 1. Give it to us.
Oh, 0.
0. Okay. Don't find anything else.
I'm too.
But go ahead and roll.
Flustered.
Go ahead and roll the d4 one more time for me, Morgan.
Why?
We'll see.
Oh, wow.
Why?
Is it -1?
No.
2.
You find 2 pistol ammo. And
Pistol
then
specifically?
handgun. Sorry.
Okay, thanks.
And then Jenna, roll a, what did I say? A d6 for me? No, a d4 minus 1.
D4 minus 1. Oh, that's a 1. Oh.
So no rifle for you. What's up, Morgan?
Is there a max ammo backstash that we can have, or we can just keep collecting?
Yes, 20.
Yeah.
So you can have a total of 25 for your handguns.
I I'm sorry. I have 4 alcohol too from
Yeah, I
a
got
previous
5.
thing. I would give 3 of those to Zach along with the rags.
Okay,
Yeah, that puts me at an even 4 and 4.
great.
Yeah, that's so many medkits.
Which, that being said, if it's all right, I would like to use this time to craft a medkit.
You can. You also, in that search, you find a med kit. You find a shotgun. Whoever wants to use the shotgun, you can use brawn or agility as your modifier for it, and it's a D10 of damage. And
I mean,
then,
I have the rifle, which does the same, so I think somebody else should take that.
okay.
Sean, do something.
Derek.
Oh,
Derek.
Derek, do it
If you
more.
want to.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if you guys are sure, I guess it's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
be easier to hit
you
things.
did some damage back there.
All right. He takes it. The shotgun. You said the rifle was a D10.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
I
a
must-
D. Yeah,
Yeah, I must have had
D10
those.
plus
I must
4.
have had those switched. Sorry. So the
Oh.
the shotgun is a D12.
Oh, okay.
So does anybody else want it, or is it okay if Derek still takes it?
Protect us, Derek.
Okay. All right. Derek.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
I don't trust
I'm not gonna be
Sean.
an asshole.
I mean, you can give him the rifle if you want, and take the shotgun.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you take the shotgun and you give him the rifle. There's less
Protect
kick
us,
on the
Jenna.
rifle. Maybe makes a little bit more sense. And then there's also a baseball bat if anybody wants it.
Dibs.
Me.
Oh, okay. I
Oh.
shouldn't have a weapon.
Oh, that's fair.
It's between you two. You decide.
Do you want to do rollies for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it? How do you do? It's D20.
Just
Just
right?
this is
20.
just flat D20. Whoever gets the highest. Best 2 out of 3.
19.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. Well, I said best 2 out of 3.
Oh,
Oh. I was like, I got that 19. That's
6.
10.
Okay, tied. Here
Yes,
we go. It's all
it's
the marbles.
all the marbles and all the blood dice.
20.
Oh,
12.
oh.
You get it.
Baseball bat goes to Zach. There it is. Okay, so you all are able to.
What's the damage on it?
For a baseball bat?
Yeah.
Baseball bat is D8.
Yeah. I just need to know for when I try to find a pipe or something.
Types of D8 as well.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Good. Say whatever you're gonna say.
Could I use one of my sharp objects to? I don't think this is an actual mechanic, but
Yeah, I haven't thought of this.
it's in the game.
I know
of
it's in the
you
game,
Take
I
the
know,
thing and
yeah,
you
yeah,
make
yeah.
the baseball bat have nails in it.
You know what? This is what
Um,
I'll say. This is how I'll make this a thing.
Okay.
So you can do that. You can use a sharp object and an adhesive. As actually, because of what it does, you have to use 2 sharp object and 2 adhesive.
Oh, I don't have another sharp object. I only have one.
Well, you can take from someone else. Derek would give you his.
It's fine. I'll
um,
leave it for later.
But
I'll leave it for
what
later.
it is if you do it, you crit on a 19 or 20, which means
Okay.
automatic headshot, automatic death on a
Great.
19 or 20.
Oh my god. Is there use
Right.
of it, or is it you just have it?
It's only a 19 or 20, so I would say you just have it. You spent 2 of
Cool.
each. That's why it's 2 of each. So 2 sharp object, 2 adhesive, and you get a 19 or 20 weapon.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll do that later. But
Okay,
good to
cool.
know.
Wow,
Derek-
we're so good.
I'm just going to let you know that Derek will give it to you whenever. If you.
Ew.
Also, okay, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, okay. This is a family-friendly show. That's not true.
Is
it?
Like, I don't think that's true at all.
Okay.
The remains has everything.
All right, so that's what you were able to find in this hunting cabin. Was it worth it? You told me. So there you go. While all of this is happening, Jenna, Sean comes up to you. Hey, listen. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I think I was looking for a way to get out my anger, and so I jumped a little bit too soon on a situation that would let me do that, and I'm really sorry, and it got you hurt, And that's the last thing that I want.
Look, you know that I'm nervous having Morgan out here. If we're not okay, then we can't protect her. And we all said that we hadn't even gotten a chance to talk about it. You got to know there's going to be a lot of opportunity to take out your anger on this outing.
Yeah, I know. You know me. I'm pretty good at controlling myself.
I know.
I made a mistake, and it ended up in a person I really care about being hurt, and it's just not what I want, and I'm sorry.
I know. Just learn from it, okay? And I'll give him kind of a nudge on the shoulder.
It's so hard to keep a straight face looking at Angie. It's okay. Just outward disgust is so palpable.
I mean, I think that is this a close conversation?
No, I think it's out there. Yeah.
Like I could hear probably.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think definitely there's a little bit of like some dagger and some like. As soon as I hear them start talking and I hear like a little bit of flirtation, I like walk away.
He reaches out and he shakes your hand, Jenna. And he kind of holds on to it for just a little bit longer and meets your eyes and says, "I'm really sorry."
I know you are. You're forgiven.
He barely smiles and then lets go of your hand and walks away. Derek heard what you said and is annoyed that you didn't just do it, and so he is currently taping up your bat with the sides of his scissors that he got. And
gifts are his love language.
And you walk up as he's doing it, and he says,
What are you doing?
What you wanted to happen, but you didn't want to take time to do it yourself because you're.
Because I said I was going to do it later.
Yeah, well, I can do it better. So did you see how badass I was?
I did. I was incredibly impressed.
A little bit of a Sid. You know what? I shouldn't have underestimated myself.
No, it's fine. I do think that we should probably find better date nights than killing. It's.
I don't know though. My endorphins are.
Don't get me. Listen. Don't get me wrong. It's there's stuff. It's. Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we can't. It's not healthy. It's
It's
not.
not-
I don't want an association.
True. It's not very sustainable.
It's not, and I
Yeah.
don't want to feel that we need to kill something to add. We don't have that.
Okay, well, first of all, okay, breathe for real quick because that is not at all. Listen, this has been. I'm smiling and I'm laughing because. If I wouldn't be, I'd be scared to death. It was a little fun being cool and badass, but you know, it has not escaped me how dangerous it is out here.
No, I know. You did a really great job.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And now I have a rifle, and you, and he hands you the bat, have a badass new toy.
Hey, I'm a sports guy.
Oh, okay. We ready to hit the road, everybody? And Derek kind of like playfully pushes you away and like stands up. And unless anybody else wants anything in particular, you start to head your way to where you saw the horde. As you continue to travel, it doesn't take you long to get to where the horde is. And it doesn't take you long as you get closer to realize that not only is the horde not standing or not moving, but they're not standing. They are all lying on the ground.
Like a nap, or like they're dead?
Yeah, they're all taking a nap, Angie.
Excuse me,
They've
that
been
was
walking for a long
time. Morgan doesn't know. Do they sleep? Who's to say? Shut
We've
up,
seen
everybody.
only one. Listen, we've only seen one side of this narrative. This could be like I Am Legend, where
Yeah,
like
for sure.
we were the bad ones the whole time.
Oh no.
As you get closer, you see
Don't get up all
that
of
these
them.
infected are dead.
The whole horde?
You see quite a large number of them. I mean, dozens of bodies lying on the ground, blood splattered everywhere. Sean immediately knows what happened here. Zach, you immediately find shell casings on the ground. You see tire tracks in this little clearing here. And you see that this was more of a struggle than it was a flat-out execution, as a few yards away, sitting up against a tree, you see another dead individual that is clearly not infected. And as a matter of fact, Zach, you recognize this individual, an older gentleman, kind of in a leather jacket, that you recognize him from the gate, from the riders who approached, but days ago. And he is dead, currently, on the ground, with a bite mark in his neck that has dried blood all around it, and a bullet wound to the head with a pistol in his hand. And you see two tire tracks. Or actually, you see two sets of tracks. Tire tracks heading to where you know the superstore to be, and horse tracks heading in the complete opposite direction. And in the middle, just a complete, looks like scuffle, struggle of hundreds of shots fired. Not hundreds, that's maybe a bit much, but dozens of shots fired. Blood everywhere. You see signs very clearly that in the direction that the horses went, that you also see footsteps going that way. And that's the scene completely described that you all walk up on. What the hell is going on here?
Are the footsteps going in a direction that could be towards Blue Valley?
No. They're not heading in the direction that you came. They're just heading in the opposite direction of the store. So basically, if you, if Blue Valley is south, they are heading directly east, and the tire tracks and the superstore is directly west.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's one less thing to worry about.
Okay, but this
Well,
doesn't
two
normally
more.
just happen. What happened here? There's a fight of some kind.
They knew.
What do you mean they knew?
They knew we were
And
gonna
I'll gesture
use-
towards the guy, the dead one. He was part of the group that came and that got Wes. It's that group that threatened us, and they have a fuck ton more of.
They have cars? They have...
Seems like they're a few steps ahead of us too.
Jenna, do you want to check out the body with me?
Yeah.
Zach, you go up and you check out the body. Jenna, you do too. You clearly, Zach, you immediately could tell that, you know, he was bitten by an infected on his, like, shoulder collarbone area. Looks like he sat here for a few hours. The bullet wound is much fresher than the bite, but still, from what you can tell immediately at a glance, he's been lying here for... This scuffle might have happened, like, this morning. And you also find a note covered in blood that this man had.
That's silly.
It says this. So the readers know, I will read it. This note says, "You fuckers will regret this. Leaving me behind like this, it's not humane. It's not very pack-minded. All this we are lichens bullshit wasn't true, I guess. Y'all left me alone, man. I will haunt you."
I'm gonna take his pistol.
You take his pistol. It is out of ammo. And also you notice that there is no clip in this pistol. This man was given a chambered bullet. And that is all he was given.
Ew.
I'm gonna still take the pistol, just...
Sure.
Is there anything else in his pockets, or?
Well, nothing really that could be of use to you. That was all clearly taken from him. But there is something that you hear before you find. As you hear... as you take out a radio receiver that is currently coming online. And you hear a voice coming through. Hey, HQ, this is Lester. Two of us, we got the horde, the rest of the horde, we got them heading far away. We traveled for a few miles. They're definitely, they're not gonna be a problem anymore. Most of them we killed on sight, so. How's Hillary? Yeah, HQ, hi, this is, Hillary's fine. We got her back to Doc. Doc said that she should be able to help her, so, yeah, everything's looking good here. And, the voice known as Lester says, alright, well, we're heading back the way we came. We're gonna stop by and see if, it became a Greg. And then we'll be making our way. We only have the horses, so it's gonna take ourselves a bit. Alright, yeah, we know. We left some supplies at the RV for you. So you can camp out there for the night. And, we'll see you in the morning, okay? Stay safe out there. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we're coming upon the scene soon, so, we'll, see if we can scavenge anything from the dead, and then we'll be heading our way. You stay safe tonight. Keep the doors shut. Keep your eyes open. Alright. And the receiver shuts off.
I want to start looking for that RV.
Well,
you do not see an RV currently in this vicinity.
I mean, I said we hide and we
I was
follow
gonna say we
wherever
need to
the
get
fuck it
everyone
is.
together. They're going to come back to check on this guy.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
can
do we-
ambush them.
Do we get out ahead of them? Do we ambush them? What do we do?
I say we ambush this guy, get him to tell us where this RV is with all their supplies. Then we got a car that can take us to wherever
Yeah, I agree.
their shit is.
It's not a bad
If it
idea.
Is there a place nearby where it seems like we could like take some cover?
I mean, you're in a clearing. Sean immediately, like, his military brain comes into gear, and he's like, all right, we need the best shot hiding behind the tree, okay? Someone needs to hide behind the tree. The rest of us, find yourselves a body, put it over you. They're not going to notice until it's time. We're going to move on the first shot that we hear. We don't have much time. Go, move. And he starts making his way to the clearing. Theo's just like you, Morgan. And he's like, what? What are you saying?
We gotta put those on top of us?
I'm gonna grab Derek and we're gonna go for the trees.
Okay, yeah.
So we can be far away with our rifle and bow. So we can.
Derek runs over to the tree with you.
I'm
Sylvia.
gonna
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'm gonna stay with Morgan. So if that means that I'm hiding instead of shooting, then that's what that means.
No, everybody. He's John's hiding too. It's so basically
Okay.
what he's saying is this whoever's showing up is going to show up. The rifle or whoever's shooting from a distance is going to take their shot. Once that happens, those who are underneath the bodies are going to like reveal
Ambush.
themselves and like do the end.
Oh
right.
God. Can I bite him?
So does everybody play their part?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan and Theo.
Can I
disgustingly-
before like getting
15.
there? I want to, as I'm walking, look
Yeah,
at
of course. Yeah.
Morgan and just nod. You can do this, right? And just keep moving.
I'll hide
on.
I'll hide close enough to Morgan that we can kind of just like hold hands while we're hiding.
Okay. About 10 minutes pass. Realize you had a lot more time. But better safe than sorry. Oh, wait. Okay. About 2
Oh,
minutes
God.
pass. And Sean goes, oh, fuck. What do we do with the horses?
Oh shit!
I can take them. Derek and I can over time take them further back into the woods while they're still kind of near us, but
You
behind us, and just kind of tie them to trees and
Easily enough. Just wanted to make sure somebody took care of it. You do that about right as you're coming back to the edge of the clearing. You start hearing horse hooves. They're definitely not coming from behind you. As you see 3 individuals making their way on horseback out of the woods towards the east. You see an older man in a biker jacket with some bead necklaces, really rough face. He's kind of riding in the front. You see a man, good-looking man with coiffed hair, kind of a thin beard, stoic face, furrowed brow. He's riding forward, and a woman that actually looks pretty similar to Jenna, short black hair, kind of smaller, and the 3 of them are continuing to walk forward, or ride forward. I am just going to describe what they do, and any of you who want to interrupt me with what you do at any time. So
Wait, when you say that she looks like me, how old is she?
Oh no, she doesn't look like you in that way.
Okay.
Not relationship wise, it's just similar aesthetic.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
The vibe.
The vibe.
Had to
is
make
similar. Yeah, no, I get you. And so so the 3 of them ride into the clearing. They approach the main outcropping of dead people. I need everyone with advantage to make sneak checks.
Oh God.
22.
Derek got a 12.
19.
15, 19. Theo gets a 14. Sean
I swear to.
Come on,
gets
Sean.
a 17. So good enough. Relatively above average. They get to the main outcropping. The older man in the leather jacket gets down off his horse. He slowly makes his way over to the dead man, who's perched up against the tree. He's leaning down. You poor son of a bitch. Well, this is what you get for not following orders. Now where's that pistol? He gets up, starts looking around. Hey, Otter, you see my pistol? The woman kind of rolls her eyes, doesn't say anything. The man, no, I don't see anything. Not from up here. Well, get down off your fucking horses and help me look. That thing's important to me. This is why I told you I shouldn't. Probably threw it around somewhere. And they start getting off. Start looking around. Start rummaging through some of the dead people.
Are any of them coming into the woods, kind of where Derek and I are?
Nope.
Okay.
But Zach, you see that the woman starts to walk close to where you think Morgan is, if you remember correctly.
I'll draw my bow and hiding behind the tree, just kind of be peeking over, waiting for the sign that she starts to yell out for someone.
Okay. Derek is right next to you, and he has his rifle trained as well. She kind of comes over, starts kicking a little bit. Angie, I need you to roll a sense check for me. Actually, keep the roll. It is a cunning check, straight cunning. What'd you get?
A natural 1. Plus
She walks over.
No.
She steps on your hand, and you, just without thinking, pull back, just trying to protect your hand. Zach, you see the woman kind of step back. What the hell?
Yep, that's my.
You fire?
You.
All right, roll for an attack. Derek is as well.
Mm-hmm.
Derek,
Dirty 20.
Derek gets a 17. So both of you hit. Roll damage. Ooh.
9.
You shoot the arrow. It flies through the air, embeds itself right in the spine of this woman, peering out of her throat, out of the arrowhead. You hear the, and then as her head explodes from the headshot that Derek has. It is now combat. Everybody is involved.
Oh
no! Okay, so I'm gonna say you guys got the drop on them. There's 2 people left. The older guy and the man. They are just standing there. Do any of you do anything? I'm gonna say that Derek and Zach just had their turn, so it's Morgan or Sylvia or Jenna, sorry, or Theo.
I'm gonna stand up and take a shot with my handgun at the younger man.
Okay, roll for attack.
God damn it. 13.
13 is going to miss.
What?
He is going to surprise, like, jump back, take out his handgun, and shoot at you, Jenna.
Not today. It's technically a bonus action, but I would like to use it.
Yes, you can use bonus actions as reactions.
Apply disadvantage to enemy attack on ally.
Okay.
And it doesn't say how many times I can use it.
Yes, I know.
Is it only?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's always just a. Oh my god.
It's a
okay.
reaction though, so you've used it for this round.
Okay.
So he rolled a 5 on the die, so that is that's gonna miss you with that second bullet. It is now Sean's turn, who is going to attempt to fire as well. He rolls a 3 on the die. He misses.
Sean.
The older man is going to fire towards Sean. That is 7 points of damage to Sean as the bullet shoots and gets him right on his neck, just like cutting through. That is the end of Sean's turn. Morgan, do you want to do anything?
There's no one within like melee of me, right?
No, the woman.
Because that woman was cool.
You can get up and go run towards somebody if you want. I'm just saying you could.
I would, from wherever I sit up after this woman stepped on my, or like almost stepped on my hand, is my direct line of sight. I would assume be the guy who was shooting at Jenna.
Yes.
So I will just, in the heat of the moment, pull out the revolver and
shoot.
Take a little. 5. When it counts.
That's a miss. I'm sorry.
So much for new dice.
They rolled well for all my stuff that Morgan's good at, though. I guess.
It is only the 2 of them left. He is then going to. This is the problem of combat when it gets down to low enemies. They just get to go quicker and quicker. That's the point of this like back and forth system. So he jumps back, being afraid of that shot coming out of him, and is going to shoot over towards Morgan. That is a 20 to hit. And that is 4 points of damage to you, Morgan, as it kind of pierces your bicep. It is now Sylvia's turn, who rolls a 12, and then that is going to miss. It is now the old man's turn, who is going to fire at Sean again. That is a hit.
That should never happen.
That is 7 points of damage. Sean takes another hit right to the chest and falls down to the ground.
Is he dead?
It is now Theo's turn, who is going to fire at the one that is near Jenna. And gets a 14 to hit, which is going to hit, but do half damage. Oh gosh. That's 7 points of damage, halved to 3, so that guy takes 3 points of damage as the bullet kind of flies by him. He is then going to fire at Theo. He just keeps firing in the direction that these bullets are coming from. That is a hit. For regular damage, Theo takes only 3 points of damage as the wound skates his thigh. And then that is everybody. So we are at the top of everybody else now.
I'm shooting with my shotgun at whoever shot Morgan.
So Morgan was shot by the older man, so you go ahead and...
So 17.
17 is going to hit for regular damage. Wait, no, you're shooting at the younger guy. Sorry. The older guy shot at Sean. Yeah.
6 plus 4, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. This guy already had 5 from you, I think. And so this guy, huge pellet full of bullets right to the chest, shot back, falls down to the ground dead.
Can I like signal at or can I just say, don't kill this last one?
You can. Also, you look over at this last one, the old man. He has Sean up with his hair in his hands and a gun to his temple. And he says, "All right, now, everybody stay calm." You don't, and that's what he does with his turn.
I'm just gonna lay back down. Just kidding. Kind of.
Does anybody do anything?
After all of this commotion, as everything's kind of settling, if I look around, is there any infected that maybe they didn't get, or that like have been called by hubbub?
You see any infected that would have left this battle would have gone off with the remaining horde that they diverted away.
Okay.
Yeah. So no.
Okay. Yeah, I would have just looked around and then back to the chaos.
I want to have my bow. God, I know this is weird. I hate when people do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Trained specifically like on his ankle.
Okay.
So that if he takes a step, I want to try and get him down, but not like fatal. Like I'm not trying to aim for like the throat or the head or anything.
He starts backing up.
I'm gonna move.
You shoot the arrow.
Move through the tree. I mean, I'm still in like the wood area. So
yeah. But I mean, you can shoot. I mean, you have a shot if you want to shoot his ankle.
But he's moving back with.
Yes.
He's moving back with him. I mean, we can't. Yes, I'll take a shot at him.
Roll for attack, buddy.
I'm sorry. I thought this felt
you
like
gotta do what you gotta do.
This felt like the good thing.
Yep, you gotta do what you gotta do. Roll for attack.
Please. Natural 19.
Natural 19.
For a total of 23.
Okay, but you specifically are aiming at his ankle, right?
Yes.
Okay. The arrow skewers his ankle. Gun goes off. Sean right in the head. He turns over, trains his gun at you, shoots. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 6 points of damage to you, Zach. Derek is then going to shoot. That is a 19 on the die from Derek. I mean, I don't even need to roll. This guy, as soon as he shoots Sean, shoots at you, and then dead right from a gunshot to the chest from Derek.
I run up to Sean immediately.
That is where we are going to take our bio break, and we will come back after this. So don't go anywhere. Get up, stretch, get some water in you, and have a nice little relaxing break, because we will be right back. Hello, welcome back to Charmed Persons. We left on an emotional point. Our party had just come across this horde that they were looking to divert, but the horde had already been killed, seemingly by the group that had threatened them days earlier. Upon finding the radio receiver from one of these individuals, they heard that a trio of people were coming back, and so they hid for an ambush and enacted that ambush a little bit earlier than they expected to, and killed 2 of them outright. Have now killed a third, but that third may have potentially killed Sean Wynn, former Marine and lifelong friend. So, in order to find that out, as the older man fell back and shot with his pistol right next to Sean's head, there's a 50-50 chance whether or not that bullet entered his brain or not. And so, we're going to roll a d20. It's one roll. One straight roll. And roll 20. You're going to consider this a death saving throw. Same rules. Success, no shot to the head. Failure, Sean's dead. Here we go. That is a 9. The bullet enters Sean's brain. As you run over to him, Jenna, seeing the old man fall, you see that Sean is gone. Blood is pooling. His eyes are vacant.
I mean, I just sobbed.
Derek comes running up. What happened? What happened? Did he... Oh, no.
I'm pretty... Yeah. I think I'm still, like, sat by a tree nursing the awful shot that I got to wherever...
Yeah,
shot.
Derek runs up to you and immediately starts taking out one of your med kits. I need to help you. Just tell me what to do. What do I do?
Okay. I tried my best to like guide him.
Yeah, it's still his stats though, so he heals you the full 5 that a med kit will allow, but he does take one of your med kits and heals you 5 points. Theo comes up behind you, Jenna, and just very gently puts a hand on your shoulder, doesn't say anything as you're sobbing. Sylvia runs over, and she is kneeling on the opposite side of Sean from Jenna, and she's not sobbing, but she is crying.
I would have gone to Jenna as soon as I saw the coast was clear.
Yeah.
And just stood next to her.
I mean, I barely notice anybody around me.
Yeah. Derek, Zach puts a hand on your face after healing you. Are you okay? Hey, are you with me here? Are you okay?
I was trying to stop him.
Hey, you did everything you needed to do. We
I
couldn't let him take Sean. We could not let him take Sean and Zach. He had already been shot twice in very vulnerable places. You did everything you did. You did nothing wrong.
I thought that because he was moving back, and I remember I was doing so well earlier today, and I just missed it. I didn't.
No, hey, it's okay. You did everything, and he's just like he's trying to talk you down. Sylvia gets up and screams, just fuck, really loud in the air, kicks some dirt, and starts to just like walk away. Not like heading away, but just like getting some space from this moment. Theo walks over to Sean and closes his eyes, gently takes off Sean's jacket, puts it over him, and kind of looks up at you, Morgan. And he doesn't say it, but he mouths, "What do we do?"
I'll look at Sylvia screaming around. See Jenna crying. See Derek and Zach tending.
Yeah.
And I'll stand up and I'll say, "All right, everybody, we'll take what you can. Let's see if they had anything worth getting, and take it, and let's keep moving. We got Sean would want us to finish our mission, and I think for him we should."
Theo is like nodding and looks at you and walks away and heads to one of the bodies of the people you just killed. Sylvia kind of turns back and looks at you looks like she's about to yell at you. And then you realize it's just pure anger. It's not at you. And she kind of sighs and heads over to one of the other bodies.
I'll try to see if I can get Jenna up, if she'll stand.
Morgan, I can't just leave him like this.
Did you know what he would have wanted?
No.
Y'all didn't talk about that? No.
We talked a lot about what we didn't want to happen, ways we didn't want to go. But I can't just leave him like this in a fucking graveyard of infected. I can't do that.
Theo,
Yeah.
get over here.
Theo stands up, kind of brushes the dirt off his knees, comes running over. What's going on? What can I do?
Theo, we gotta bury this man. And I'll look to Jenna like, is that the right answer?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I have a shovel in my pack, and he runs and he grabs what is really a hand shovel, and he finds a softest patch of dirt as he can, and starts going to work.
I don't really have anything. Is there anything around, or anything we might have found off the bodies that could help?
You find multiple things on the bodies. You find a rifle. You find 3 handguns, each having 5 bullets in it, remaining. You find a map of the nearby area with locations marked. A couple hours away, you see a location marked as RV. Couple, probably like a half day's, if not more, journey away from that. You see, actually more than a day, probably. You see another location called the Cave. And then about another day or a little less than a day travel away from that, across a highway, you see a circled location, HQ. You see that this map is labeled, and so are multiple other things, with a symbol of just like the outline of the head of a wolf howling upwards, sometimes with the word lichens. And that is what you find on these people.
All right, Theo. That's just too damn bad. You keep digging.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna stop.
I just wanted to say that's just too damn
Yeah, I
bad.
know. Derek kind of looks at you, Zach. And he's just been kind of sitting in silence with you with a hand on your knee. I need to go help Theo, okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Can I leave you alone?
Yes.
Hey, and he like grabs your hand and makes you look at him. Hey, are you okay? Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Gives you a kiss on the forehead, and he runs over to his pack where he has a hand shovel, and he starts helping Theo. Jenna, you just sit there, kneeling next to Sean.
Yeah.
You remember the first day that he came into Blue Valley, shirtless with a flannel shirt tied around his waist. It was a scene out of a cheesy 80s movie. He had long hair that kind of fell away. You remember the first time you ever really got to talk to him and know him and realize that he wasn't just some like surfer bro. He was a former Marine, a quiet, intelligent man. You remember the first time the two of you were at the ridge by yourselves? Long conversations, the deep connections. You remember that there's not many people that made you feel equal and made you feel like you had someone too. Everyone in your life seems to have their person, and occasionally Sean was that person for you. And you remember
Now me actually crying.
You
Okay.
remember scowling at him, getting mad at him, but hours ago, reprimanding him for the decision that he made. You remember him squeezing your hand, getting your eyes, apologizing to you. It wasn't clear to you, always, and you may never know for sure, but as you're sitting there, kneeling next to this man, you know that he loved you. And whether it's something you ever would have explored or not, some part of you loved him. And you are reminded that this is not over. You are not comfortable. The world has still ended. The infected still reign. Bad people still are in power. And you have one person less in the world to go through all that with.
Woof.
And as the time goes by, a pretty shallow grave is dug. Hours have passed. The sun is going to be setting soon. And Sean is wrapped up, and his personal items are taken. He had a handgun with 5 bullets. He had a hunting knife. He had a notebook that can be taken. Assuming Jenna probably takes that. And he's put in the grave. Dirt is placed over him ceremoniously, as carefully and gently as possible. Derek, Theo, panting, sweating. Derek kind of wipes the sweat away from his head and just subtly, solemnly says, "Does anybody want to say anything?"
Yeah. He probably wouldn't have wanted me up here being real mushy or anything, but I think anybody who knew Sean knew that he was a good man, good person. And he didn't deserve this. And we gotta make this worthwhile, y'all. He'll be missed. And step away.
Anybody else say anything? Okay. Sorry, Morgan, you're muted.
As a narrative point, when she says we better make this worth it, my eyes just go to Theo and then back again.
Theo is, his eyes have not left the ground. Sylvia kind of, all right, everybody, get on our horses. We have a job to finish. She gets up on her horse. We can find this RV and stay there for the night.
I'll hold up the radio
Yeah.
that I got from the first guy. Overheard them. I think their headquarters are probably going to be expecting a check-in.
So they'll know something's up, or we have to try to fake something.
I kind of remember what because Jen and I were listening in on that initial transmission. I could try to do something.
Yeah.
Make up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about what exactly we should do when we get there. All right. Let's try to get there before the sun's too far away. And you all start riding. As a point of order, Theo never speaks and stays towards the back of the group. Sylvia only says things that are pertinent to travel. Watch this log, watch this tree, eyes out left, stuff like that. Derek, if he speaks, is simply just asking Zach if he's okay and checking in on you. And those are the only conversations that the NPCs would have during this time. Unless there's anything specific that the three of you want to talk about, jump to the RV.
I do think I want to just briefly kind of infer to Derek that he should probably be checking up on Jenna more than me.
You're right, and I will. But Jenna's not my husband.
Thank God.
After he kind of chuckles and waits for an appropriate moment, he kind of falls back a little bit. He just kind of rides in tandem with you for a moment, not saying anything, Jenna. And then he just says, you want to talk about it?
Zach blaming himself.
Over and over. Nothing I can say will change that.
I'm gonna, just without another word, just like speed up a little bit and ride forward to Zach.
Aren't you supposed to be talking to that really cute guy back there?
Yeah, he came up to me, but I thought I could talk to someone better.
Oh.
Hey, it's not your fault. I would have done the same thing if I'd had time.
If you insist.
Hey, in this world we live in right now, we cannot go around blaming ourselves for stuff like this. You had less than a second to make a decision and you made one, and it is the same one many of us would have made. Sean would not have blamed you, and I do not blame you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell that cute guy back there to come talk to you, alright?
I mean, well, if he wants.
And thus begins the continuation of the cycle of Derek checking in on Zach. As we get closer, using the maps that you have gathered and the map that Zach gathered earlier, you eventually come across the location of what is a large RV. Looks to be state of the art right before the outbreak happened. So, it's quite large, covered in dirt and soot and currently overgrowth. You immediately understand that this is not a mobile RV. This is a RV that has become very similar to what Blue Valley does, an outpost for this group. You see it from a distance. From a distance, you don't see any lights, and the sun is firmly down at this point. You don't see any motion. Sylvia kind of directs everyone forward for the sake of brevity. We will say that you make your way up close, sneakily. Don't see anything. Does anyone want to check any windows or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll check a window.
Okay. Jenna, go ahead and roll a search check for me.
16.
You see a figure inside this RV. With a 16, you can't tell much. You can just tell that they are sitting at what is the, how an RV has a table and chair section, like a little booth.
Mm-hmm.
Is sitting at the booth with their back to the wall of the RV, kind of hunched over. You can't really see their face.
And I kind of signal to everyone else to stop.
Oops.
Signal that I see someone in there.
Okay. Morgan, you're muted.
I am.
No, you're not.
Oh. I look at Sylvia, look at everybody else to get context of what's going on.
Sylvia just without looking at you just kind of goes, "There's a person in there." and then you look over at Theo. There's a person in there. And Theo's like, "Ah, okay, gotcha."
I'm gonna make eye contact with Derek. And
Derek, yeah, he looks at you.
Signal him to go. Is there a window on the other side?
That person currently has their back up against a window, yes.
Is it covering the window?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna signal to Derek to go and peek in that window, but I'm gonna say be careful.
He looks at you and kind of nods his head. He's gonna roll a sneak check. That's an 18 on the die, for a total of 21. And he kind of walks around. It's like grimy, but you can kind of see his reflection behind the person. And then he makes his way back. Yeah, they're either dead or sleeping.
I mean,
They look, from what I could see, they look young.
should we just knock and see if they respond?
I don't know if that's my decision. You're the runner.
Oh, fuck. All right. You stay here. You watch through the window, all right?
Okay.
Signal to me if he moves.
Okay.
And I'm going to signal to everyone else to stay back. And I'm going to give, like, a very half-hearted knock on the front of the RV.
They lifted their head up.
No.
They haven't moved. Just staring at them.
Hey, say, keep your eyes open. Or no, say, keep the door shut.
Keep the door shut. But I'm going to have my gun out just in case.
Keep your eyes open.
Keep the door shut.
The door opens.
That's right, don't say it twice.
And you see a young individual, probably 19, maybe 20, short brown hair, dark brown, kind of androgynous looking. They look at you. They have a handgun down at their waist.
I had mine out too.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
I asked the question first, so, you know.
What's that back there? And I'm gonna point backwards, and then I'm gonna try to knock her out with my gun. Knock them out with my gun.
Roll for attack.
Oh my god.
What should I roll? Like,
Just roll like normal.
okay. 12.
12 does not do it. You kind of like roll to hit, and they look back and they like click the gun. There's no ammo in it. They click.
Wrestle him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to like restrain.
I mean,
them.
this is you are combat trained. This is a like older teenager. Derek rushes in, helps you out. You're able to kind of like wrangle this person together. Hey, who are you? You're not. Listen, you're not one of them. Who are you? How do you know the phrase?
I'm gonna just like kind of push them into the RV and see if there's a place in the RV where like we could like tie their hands or something and like talk to them.
Yeah, easily enough.
And then I'm gonna motion to everyone else that they can come if they want to.
Theo runs inside. So does Sylvia.
What is this place?
Well, this is the RV.
Well, obviously it's an RV. What do you mean?
It's an outpost for the Lackens.
Who are they?
They're a bunch of pieces of shit. That's who they are.
Is a white-haired man the leader of them?
His name's Luke. He always tells people to call him the white-haired man because he's a pompous piece of shit. And no, he's not the one running everything. He's
might have more in
he's
common than
Nick's
we
right
think.
hand.
Nick?
Yeah, Nick Colton. Morgan,
Oh.
you know that name.
Woo, woo, woo. We know that.
Yeah, all of you know that name. Nick Colton is the man who, a number of years ago, took a big chunk of the Blue Valley
I
knew it.
campgrounds
I knew
and
it.
left.
I knew him.
In search for a more industrious style of life, and caused quite a bit of trouble while he was there. Luke thinks he's in charge, but Nick Colton.
Fucking son of a bitch.
You know him? Well, you're
Yeah,
And I
we
look
know.
at.
you're from the Blue Valley, aren't you?
What do you know about the Blue Valley?
They told us about you all. They said they found a new group to. Well, you don't want to see what they do to groups they find.
I think we have some idea.
They got one of our people right now.
Killed a couple others.
From what I heard, they're not the ones who started it.
Apparently, a mistake that happens by one person means the entire group gets punished.
Hey, listen, I'm not agreeing with them, okay? I'm trying to leave them. Which is hard for me to do, okay? My mom, it's not easy to leave her behind, but I gotta get out of there. It's not a good place there.
Because they just said Blue Valley, so they know Blue Valley, but we can assume that this kid was like a part of, like, they didn't come from Blue Valley.
No, from what it looks, yeah, you don't recognize this person. From what it,
Okay,
from what
that's what I was.
the vibe that
that's
you're
a better
getting
way
is,
to say that.
yeah, the vibe that you're getting is that they came from the Lycans and are apparently defecting from them.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Hey, kid. What's your
Yeah,
name?
Tori Baker.
All right, Tori. So, you said that you would leave the Lycans if you were able to get your mom out of there?
Well, I was on my way and I stopped. I don't know if I should go back or not. She's not been great ever since Dad died.
Well,
Does this girl look like me?
Quite a few similarities.
What?
I mean, she did say her name was Tori Baker.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no.
You said your last name was Baker?
Yeah,
Who were your parents?
why?
Because my last name is Baker.
What's your mom's name?
I forget. What's my mom's name?
It's been so long.
I don't know if you've ever said.
Her name is Janet.
That's my mom's name.
Jesus Christ.
Jenna?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you Jenna?
Who are you?
I'm your little sibling. We have the same mom and dad. I was born a few years into the outbreak. They figured you were dead.
Wait, Mom's alive?
Mom is, yeah. She's not doing so great.
Well, where is she?
She's at the superstore. She's one of Nick. She's one of Nick's.
What?
One of Nick's what?
Wives.
We gotta go kill him.
Yeah. Morgan enthusiastically just fucking nods and is just like crying in the
Wait,
corner of this.
you're really Jenna Baker from, and she like names your hometown and everything.
Yeah.
They said you were That's... That,
I thought they were dead too.
and you see that Tori is like moving their head back and forth.
Tori,
Yeah?
you said you want a way out?
Yeah.
I want to get you out. I want to get her out. Will you help us?
What are you trying to do?
I'll kind of look around at everyone. I don't know about y'all, but I would love to just fucking kill that man.
There's a lot of people there. And there's some good people.
I don't want to kill everybody.
You
I don't want to kill anybody really, but they have one of our people. They have one of my friends, and you're the, and I can't find out that my mom is alive and then not do something.
Okay. How do I know I can trust you? And you see that they're starting to like get suspicious.
Well, I don't know. You know my name. What else did mom and dad tell you about me? Can you ask me a question that only I would know?
Who was your friend that you were staying with when the outbreak happened?
Her? Miss Morgan.
Morgan what?
Well, she's Donaldson now, but she was Saunders then.
Really is you. Wow. I have a big sister.
This has been a really long day.
Well, there's not much use of going out tonight.
Were you waiting for people to come back here?
No, are people coming back here?
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
We killed
Yeah.
him.
I'll
Yeah, we
hold
heard-
up the little walkie-talkie.
Oh,
We heard on that they were coming back here, and we intercepted them and got here first.
is there a woman with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Her name was Lana. She kind of sucked, but her and the doc got along all right, and I don't know. I don't want to. The doc's, she's one of the good ones, and her being sad kind of sucks.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
How are you planning on? I mean, what are you planning on doing?
Plan? I don't know. I just learned all of this about 5 minutes ago, so I want to just look at Morgan and Zach and Derek and everybody. I mean, any ideas?
Sylvia says, "Do you know of anyone that can help us get inside? Is there anyone else who would be willing to work with you?" She says, well, like I said, the doc, she's a good one. Honestly, the only reason she's there is because we provide shelter and food for her, I think. I think the only reason she's been kept alive is because of what she can do. But she doesn't like it there either. She used to belong to this group, this Fireflies group, and they, well, they trained her real good, and so she's a badass. She doesn't let anyone hurt her, and I don't know. I think maybe that she would work with us. She's not a big fan of Nick.
Are you able to come and go as you please?
I'm not quite sure about that. But I might be able to, depending on who's on watch.
I'm gonna take a real big swing here. Is this doc named Maggie?
Yeah, Maggie Williams. How do you know her?
Yeah, fuck me.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Family reunions.
We'll just look at Derek. Look at Derek.
Derek
Oh.
Derek just brings you in for a hug and just hugs you.
Looks like you'll be able to meet your sister-in-law after all, huh?
See, they told you. They said they didn't know for sure that.
Yeah, not before I kick her ass first. Okay.
Wait, though, this is complicated now, y'all. That we have multiple. I mean, this is.
Oh, I should say hi first of all. Zach Williams-Gavin.
As in do you know Maggie?
Yeah, twin sister. Yeah.
Twins?
Oh. Yeah, you
It
do kind
looks-
of look alike.
Yeah, if you put us together, we kind of.
That was
I never
Yeah.
saw it. I never saw it, but apparently.
Wow. Well, to be honest with. I mean, ever since you know her. Well, I mean, you know what happened to her, right? So
Yeah, I found that out about 12 hours ago. Yeah.
she's kind of hard to. She doesn't really look like you much anymore.
Oh God. Okay. Enough.
What? Sorry, what did I say?
It's
Too
just-
much.
Start. You can stop. You can.
Oh,
Sorry, I just went from the whiplash of finding out my sister is dead, sister's alive, now apparently looks fucked up.
Well, no,
That's
she
what
just
going on.
she's. I mean, I think it's kind of badass. She's got these burn scars on her face and kind of has like an undercut because of it, and I don't know. It's kind of cool looking.
Of fucking course she turns that into.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm regressing.
Derek
I'm
laughs. I
regressing.
mean, Derek just laughs at that.
Fine, I'm regressing, but it's fine. No, it's cool.
So-
She was always the pretty cool one. It's fine.
Oh no.
So then she would. Zach, do you think she would help us then?
Didn't exactly leave on the best of circumstances. Last time I saw her, I was pulling out her hair and she was trying to stab me in the mouth. So
I guess
Oh.
that does complicate things.
Right. Jenna, can you untie me?
Oh, yeah, God, I'm so sorry.
Tori gets up and she reaches into her pocket and she pulls out a wallet and takes it out and pulls out a Polaroid of you and your parents from a vacation when you were younger. I carried this around with me all the time. And I don't know, it just kind of seems like you should have it now. Bless you.
Thank you. I'll take it. Thank you.
Dad didn't suffer, just so you know. You
I'm
know,
just glad he lived longer than I thought he did.
this is weird.
You're telling me. Are you planning on going back tomorrow or?
I was planning on deciding tomorrow, so I don't think. I guess I mean, if there's really a chance to get Mom out of there, then I'll go with you whenever I need to.
You say you can get in and out depending on who's on watch. Does that mean that you know somebody?
Certain people are nicer to deal with is all. But we're not really supposed to leave without telling anyone, and so if I'm coming back, that means I left, and certain people aren't going to be okay with that.
So they don't even know that you're here.
No, this was, that's why, yeah.
Does Nick have a lot of, like, support? Are there people who actually like him? Or...
He kind of rules out of fear. But yeah, there are definitely people who, I mean, he preaches power and strength and survival of the fittest, you know, and the fittest take what they want. And so there are definitely people who agree with and enjoy that thought process.
Are there people who would fight for him?
Many. And he's got jeeps. He's got guns, rifles, automatic. He's got snipers pointed at towers. High-powered rifles in their hands. He has a generator constantly running. We have lights, TV, music, and hell, there's a dance every Friday night. Full music. It's really tempting for a lot of people. A lot of people are willing to look the other way for the life that he's provided. We used to be a few hundred miles away from here, down in Georgia. And that's where Luke and Nick got together. And, well, it got kind of big, and Nick said he knew of a place. And so we came up here. And we've been at the Superstore for around a month now, but they've really made themselves at home.
What day is it? What day is it right now?
It is August. It is August 31st.
What day of the week?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I haven't decided. Let's go into the real life calendar.
I was gonna say, what's
and
the
look
date?
up 2038.
Oh my gosh, hold that show.
What year is it gonna be? Or what day is it gonna be? 2038, August 31st. It is a Tuesday.
Just another Tuesday.
Well, by the time it takes us to get down there, maybe everyone's going to be kind of busy with this dance.
Ooh.
It's more of a club, really, but they call it a dance. I mean, there's...
It's fewer people with eyes on it.
That's a good point.
And
Not
you would
just gonna do
know,
it.
because if it's Tuesday, August 31st, they came on the 28th, which means they would be the group that is heading back to Blue Valley on the Friday would already be on the road.
Oh.
Let's intercept them.
But that was like, they had like 20 something people.
But maybe that's a good time. But then you have the people at home dealing. This is Derek talking, apparently. Derek says, I mean, that would be a good time to go into the group, but then also that means that everybody back at Blue Valley is dealing with 20 riders coming to them and nothing to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't leave them with that. That's what we left to solve.
I mean, you're if you head straight there, you're technically going to get there before anybody. You're talking like to get there on Friday. You're talking like letting them like taking your time with it, getting there, because it's only going to take because it's Tuesday right now. It's only going to take 2 days to get like a little over like around 2 days to get there. So you'd get there like late Wednesday, early Thursday.
It's not. Yeah. It's. I don't. Never mind. It's not worth it.
But I mean, it seems like intercepting them might be a good. I mean, 20 people is a lot of people, but if we meet them on their home turf, we're dealing with a lot more than that.
Well, what about this? What if we hit the base when those 20 or some people have left, but not when they're far enough to be at Blue Valley, so that they start making their way back to try to help, and we either are now in a fortified base where we can fight back harder, or we're out of there by the time they even get back.
Yeah.
But sorry, this is just something that I've been thinking about. Even if we get in, get west, and get out, they're still going to retaliate on Blue Valley because we don't have a horde to take them out now. So we got to kill all of them. We cannot leave any man standing.
Well, it'll still be easier to kill if they're split half and half first.
I think we're gonna have to lean on you, Tori, and
I think Tori kind of speaks up. With the high-powered rifles that the sentries have, the automatic rifles, the machine guns that are set at the fortifications, if you can get in when the party has left to go to Blue Valley, take care of who you need to take care of, you can use those weapons to make it a lot easier to take care of the people who make their way back. And if you take out enough people, I mean, there's not a lot of loyalty there. Most people are going to drop their arms, and a lot of people hate him to begin with. It's not out of the it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
I don't want to be the bad guys here.
They kind of haven't left us a choice.
You'd be saving a lot of people. There's people who are good who don't want to be in the situation that they are in. Derek speaks up and he says, I mean, it took us longer to get there because we circled around and got the horde. We can get on the horn and try to see if other people can make their way there. Unless we want to keep it small. We can get Vicky to try to grab another party of people.
We shouldn't leave.
I think that Blue Valley should be fortified with as many people as possible, in case,
Yeah.
We don't want to put anybody else at risk if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Theo speaks up in this moment. What if we offer me? Gets us in the building, gets us in there. I am the one who's responsible, and then...
Theo, they didn't just want you, it was...
I know, but it at least gets us in the door. And then whatever happens to me, but then you can at least get Wes and Jenna's mom and your sister, Zach. I mean, I'd do anything
This
to
isn't
make
a
Lon
one
happy.
for... This isn't a one-for-one situation. It doesn't make it equal. You walking in there and getting yourself killed isn't going to make up for any of this. Sorry, it's been a...
No, you don't have to apologize to me.
You might be a dumbass, but we're not giving you up.
He just kind of sighs and walks away. He walks outside the RV.
Morgan, what are you thinking about?
Not thinking about.
I mean, there is a third option. One that I
Please.
don't think anybody is gonna say yes to, but one that I don't even think I want to say yes to, but I mean, Morgan is right. No matter what we're doing, it's dangerous. No matter what we're doing, it's a lot of dead bodies. The third option would be get everyone that we can in Blue Valley to leave, and we just leave. Back up, and we find someplace else to call home.
I would rather go into this place guns blazing and lose my life than to think that I have to pack up what I have been.
They're not driving us out of our home.
Well, that's what I thought you'd say, but
Winter's coming up. By the time it takes us to find a place to get shelter, we already have too many people. We have kids.
hey,
We're not having them out. We're not having them out.
I don't want to do it. I just
I mean, if
Morgan's right, and it's no matter what we do, unless it's that, there's a lot of dead bodies gonna have to be on our hands.
Huh.
Unless we can
Well,
somehow get in and just get the major players only, and somehow that convinces the rest of them to fall in line, but it's risky.
but there is something. This could easily be a stupid plan, and I don't think this is the best one, but another bonus asterisk option is maybe we make it look like Blue Valley is deserted. Get them in and ambush.
It's not a bad idea. But then what about the people at the base?
Yeah, that's the.
Unless we can somehow maybe tell Vicky to get the campgrounds ready to do that without us. And then we wait and...
There's too many variables.
I mean,
I think maybe that's a good backup plan. I mean, if this doesn't go well and we can beat them back.
you said Theo went outside.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound stupid. Like all of this other stuff sounds stupid. It all sounds stupid. This world is stupid. Theo is so eager for me to forgive him. What if we send him back home with the plan? He's as useless as me. But that way he can tell Vicky what to get ready for.
I mean, now that you have
And
the
the rest
receivers,
of
I will
us.
say all of you can just... Not that that's not still an option. I just wanted to, just in case you didn't know that, mechanically, now that you guys have that receiver, you can contact your base at any point.
Oh, we can contact our base?
Yeah, because you just have to change
Okay.
the frequency.
Oh, thank you. Then, yeah. I mean, Theo, I kind of honestly want him to leave. I say out loud.
Roll a search check for me.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, God. No.
Roll above a 10.
15.
You hear galloping.
This mother.
Well, we didn't tell him the plan. It obviously Theo.
It's heading west.
But that's back towards.
Nope.
That's toward the supermarket or the fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. I bust the fuck out of this fucking thing. I bust the door down and I start chasing him like, Theo, god damn it, get back here.
He immediately rears back on his horse. What?
Where the fuck are you going?
I just wanted to make sure that the road was clear. I wanted some air. I was gonna go check out the
You
road.
asshole. You asshole. Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me.
No, this is the DM messing with you. Theo looks like he's completely telling the truth here in this moment. I just wanted to check the road down a couple of ways.
God, don't fucking scare me like that.
What did you think it was gonna do?
I thought you were gonna run and give yourself up, you little asshole.
Well, what's that gonna do if you guys aren't there to take advantage of it?
I don't know. You're an idiot.
Well, I know. Can I go do
Get
my
back
thing
here.
now?
Who cares about the road? Get back in here. It's dark.
Turns back. I
God.
tried to do something.
Yeah, but you gotta tell people, Theo.
And he's like super downtrodden and like brings the horse back.
I don't
What?
see, and I like look back to the group, and I'm like,
Theo, what'd you do?
You know what?
I
Listen,
thought he was gonna go off. And
I
do
know I made a
roll.
mistake, but I'm not a child, Morgan.
Okay, well, stop acting like one then. You're
Stop
driving me nuts.
treating me like one, and maybe I will.
That's not how that works, Theo. You stop getting treated like a child when you stop acting like a child.
I was
It's
trying
not
to
the other
stop
way
acting like a
around.
child by and like the two of them are like now just like Jenna or Morgan and Theo are now like sibling
Mhm.
arguing now.
I smack him in his head at some point. He can't hit me
Uh,
back because I'm a lady.
yeah, he doesn't. But he does. He grabs your arm and starts like doing the
Stop
like
it, Theo!
the rug
Theo,
burn on it.
Stop it! I got a knife now.
Yeah.
Get inside. Get
I'll continue talking to everybody else because I'm pretty used to tuning out
Yeah.
Morgan and Theo while they're fighting.
Well,
I mean, I think I think our best option maybe is to wait until they've left so that they don't have as many numbers.
But when they're not far enough away that they'll come back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't like it. It's dangerous, but I don't really know what else to do.
No matter what we're gonna do, it's gonna be dangerous.
Well, guess we should leave first light, huh?
Yeah,
still
I
need
guess
to check in.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
We're expecting a call.
Give me your best impression of the guy. I heard it too, so I can help you
Yeah,
workshop
yeah.
it.
Hold on 1 second.
That was pretty good. Already. 1 second.
1 second. It's kind of so it's further back in my notes. His name was Lester. It's kind of like this.
I think that was good. I think
It's kind of old.
yeah.
It was kind of more.
Oh,
It was,
your theater background. That's so cute. Guys, he was a munchkin in The Wizard of Oz. Did you know that? When he was 5 years old.
That's what
Who?
I thought.
There's no
Zach?
photographic evidence to prove this. There's
Okay, but he told me when he was drunk and he wouldn't lie about that. So he was
I
a
don't-
munchkin in The Wizard of Oz when he was 5 years old at his local
my
theater.
husband is a
That's
known
adorable.
liar. You cannot trust him. I don't. You shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Whatever.
I think that's pretty good. What are you gonna say?
Well, they got back. We camping at the RV
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
overnight.
And the
to-
other guy's dead.
Well,
What's his name?
the other guy.
He said he was gonna check on him.
His
He left a note. His name's on the note.
His name is not on the note.
No, his name was not on the note. It was.
Just call him like that fucker or something like that.
Yeah.
He was asking for a lady. Her name was like Hillary or something.
Yeah, Hillary.
Was it Hillary?
You just say everybody else is asleep.
I don't know.
Say they're all exhausted.
Yeah.
You wanted
okay.
to check in before you went to bed.
Tell them that they found a cabin about however long it was ago that we were at that cabin that they wanted to go check out for supplies. And that's where they'll be for the night. They're going a little off course.
That's pretty far off course, isn't it?
Yeah, but
It's
they're
like 4 hours away. Yeah.
yeah. But if they're desperate for supplies and they're new to the area,
I think we need to keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, we don't want to give them
details.
reasons to question it. That's a
Yeah.
good idea, though.
well, yeah, maybe you don't have you. It doesn't have to be good.
It is, though. It's a good idea.
Okay.
If it seems like they're really believing you, you can maybe say that's where they're headed in the morning.
HQ.
Give them some more time.
HQ to Lester.
Ah!
Lester, you doing all right?
This is Lester. Apologies. Got
Transform.
real late.
Oh, apologies, Mr. Manners all of a sudden.
Shut the fuck up. We just buried one of our own. What do you want?
Oh no. Who?
That fucker.
Oh, what was the Tori's friend's name?
Elise.
Elise?
Lana?
Lana? Alana?
Does Tori
Lana?
say Lana?
Lana. Tori says Lana?
We lost Lana.
Oh. Oh, Maggie's gonna be pissed. Oh no. And Greg?
Couple infected surprises us.
Well, I thought... Wow. So it's just the two of you coming back, huh?
Camping out at the RV overnight.
How's he doing?
Out like a light.
Okay. Well, Junior wants to talk to him. Can you play Mom?
Now, it's not gonna be nice. Things are kind of touch and go right now.
You're showing an amount of empathy, Lester, that I've never experienced from you. You know, you sound a little... Go ahead and roll a convince check for me, Michael.
The empathy gave him away.
Damn it, Zach!
Natural 20.
Are you serious?
I'm not. I'm like, hold on.
I believe you. I believe you. You're good.
My hand has not touched anything. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Oh my god.
My camera ends up working.
When it counts.
She kind of says, "All right, well, just be careful. Make sure to stop at the cave. That's what Junior wants to talk about. He's gonna be there waiting for y'all. So, just be careful on our way back. Oh, also, that little punk, Tori. They're gone. They're gone again, and just be out on the lookout for them." And Tori's like looking at you like wide-eyed.
Oh, Baker kid. Right.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, this was a very pleasant conversation, and I think you should have trauma happen to you throughout the day more. Derek starts clapping.
At some point during that, when we saw, I imagine that Theo and Morgan just were like,
Yeah, exactly. Everyone is enthralled.
like
by
a
this
movie,
natural
like
20
popcorn.
performance. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, that was that was really good though.
Oh, hey,
That was really good.
Really channeled his inner asshole. Well done, babe.
What'd they say? They said Lana, Junior, and Greg.
Junior's gonna be at the cave.
Junior's gonna be at the cave. Is Greg the one that...
Greg's the
You
one that
wanted
got
to talk.
shot.
Greg's the one that
You
got...
don't know the name of the guy they wanted to, the young guy. You don't know his name.
Yeah.
And the young guy was one of the ones we shot.
Yes, he's dead.
So Greg was the one with the pistol with the one chamber bullet.
Greg was the one with the pistol with the one chamber bullet. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Tori, what do you know about Junior?
Junior is Luke's brother. He's an asshole. He keeps the wives hooked.
All right, so we're
Hooked.
killing him tomorrow.
So say more about that. What? Hooked, like physically, or like?
No.
Jenna's just like cleaning her gun.
You see Theo's eyes go wide. And
Oh.
Tori continues to talk, and they say, not too long ago they found a large stash of drugs, mainly cocaine, and Junior uses it to keep the wives satiated. And Mom, she kind of looks at you, Jenna. Mom is... Do you remember the people that we would see at the gas station at 3 a.m. in their cars? Asleep. Yeah. She's not doing
Wait.
good. She's drugged out. She's thin and bruised and addicted heavily to many things.
Please tell me my sister is not one of the people that's...
No, she's... Maggie takes care of them when she can. When Nick allows her to. When they get too far. Tori kind of holds her head down.
How many wives are there?
Seven.
Ugh.
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I'm with you. I got your back. If I can.
I've had a really long day.
Yeah, I think maybe we should all try to get some rest. Set up some watches and start
Yeah.
fresh.
Just wake me up early. I'll take the last watch.
Okay. I can take first.
I'll take the middle.
Alright. For the sake of brevity, you all share your watches over the evening. Conversations minimal, if they're had. At one point or another, you all find yourselves thinking of your fallen comrade. Jenna, probably most of all, but all of you have your moments. Thinking of Sean. A moment where he was a few beers in and he let himself a little bit looser than he normally does. A moment where he snorted with laughter at a joke that Theo said. A moment where Jenna, you think of the moment that Sean just kind of met you out on your nightly stroll. That walk around the perimeter that the two of you did. Probably the last time that the two of you were ever serene with one another. And sleep is rough, but it does find all of you. Because you are in this RV in a comfy place, you sleep hard. But the next day comes, and you will start your journey towards the cave, towards the superstore. And we will stop there and end part 3, a wrench in the works of the remains. And part 4 will air a week from today, 6 p.m. Central, on Charmed Persons. This coming Sunday, the continuation of the Tearoth campaign. It's been a couple weeks gone, so we're very excited about that. So we've had some almost deaths and a death that actually happened in the last session, so a lot to catch up on. And then Monday, you'll find all 4 of us as players at 7 p.m. Central in the second session of the Candlekeep Longshot. So I'm very excited for all of this content to come. Stay tuned at Charmed Persons on all social medias for more announcements. You can find us on Twitch, on YouTube, Spotify. So there's lots of content out there and lots of ways to consume it. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my players, the best players a GM can ask for. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.